Yep.
It was weird that it was on the front though.
Yeah. It caught more of the rut. I can't even go to a wheel on this one. Ow, that's the exhaust. It's high centered here too. Um, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna be taking the Jeep and going to the Alvin area. There's a customer that called me. They're in a Toyota Corolla, and they're way off in like looks like a muddy field or something. They sent me some pictures and sent me a pin, and it's kind of hard to see exactly where they're at on there because like there's not really a road network to get them there. So not really sure on the backstory of how they got there, but from what I'm told, they've been there for over 8 hours now. Um, Not sure why. Their roadside assistance hasn't been able to get them a wrecker there. They said they've had several other wreckers that have called or showed up, haven't been able to get to them. And so now they've called me, and I told them I had just the piece of equipment and the ability to get them out for sure. So we're going to head over towards Alvin and get them back on their way. We're still rolling. We're on Highway 35 now. Hopefully you guys can hear me fairly well. I know it's really loud in here. The tires are really loud on the highway, so I try not to film in the Jeep very often going down the road for that reason. So hopefully you guys can hear me decent at least. We're about 25 minutes away. Kind of like I was saying, they said they've been stuck there for over 8 hours. Their roadside assistance company, I think they were going to like State Farm or somebody. I was on the phone actually with them whenever they canceled them, and they've been waiting for over 8 hours for their roadside assistance to send them a tow truck because they're a little ways off the road. No other wrecker companies are willing to go and take one of their wreckers off the road to get them. Understandably so. I mean, wreckers are big and heavy, and you definitely have to be a concern. But I've seen the pictures, and the road getting to them doesn't look like they're that bad. They got stuck into a mud patch. So unless there's a bunch of mud between there and there, like, you should be able to get a wrecker there for no reason. But I don't know. I'm taking the Jeep because I know beyond the shadow of a doubt it will make it there. So anyways, enough rambling. I will talk to y'all when we're a little bit closer and it's a little bit quieter in here when we're not on the highway. All right, we are coming through Alvin right now. Well, kind of a small little town, kind of between, I guess, outside of Angleton, kind of head towards like Friendswood, League City area. I actually really like Alvin. I used to spend quite a bit of time on the weekends up here. Got quite a few of my race car friends and stuff. Which actually, this is where that CTSV we hauled in the last video, we took here to Alvin. So I really like it up here. It's like a little small town, kind of like Lake Jackson. Really not just a whole lot here, just the basics kind of stuff. But it's kind of small town. It's not, you know, not a big town or anything, but it's got reasonable access to just about everything. You know, you can, within just a little bit, you can be pretty much anywhere you need to be. That's what I kind of like about it. But we are, GPS says about 11 minutes away now. So from there we get to try to figure out, there's a Jeep where on the little dirt road network they are, because I got the GPS coordinates from them, but it just kind of drops them in a field. It doesn't really show exactly where they are. So it'd say that there's not on the GPS, on the map, there's not an exact, you follow this trail to get to them. There's a couple of different roads that take you near them, but it just shows them in the middle of the field. So might have to do some looking to find exactly where they are, but I'm assuming they're probably the only little Toyota Corolla in the middle of the fields there. So once we find them, it won't be hard. You can see some buildings in the pictures they sent me behind them, so I have a general idea of how they got there, but I'm not 100% sure from that. So we're so about 10 minutes away now, so we'll be there here in just a minute. So I'm guessing this is probably some of our people here. Yahoo,
Oh, you got a truck stuck in the... Okay, you want me to take you back there?
if you know where they're at, yeah, because
I can't get back there in my car.
Yeah, you're not taking that back
this
there.
is the only thing that's going to get back
That's
there.
what I was telling. I can for sure get you out. So.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, find somebody with a Jeep. They're made for this.
That's
Because
it.
I have a 4x4 truck, but it's too heavy.
Right.
Yeah, let me turn around. I'll
Go.
take you as far back there as I can.
Sounds good.
I seen it, I was like, that's gotta be
That's
him,
it.
bro. Hey,
Yep.
this is...
Appreciate it. All right, so this is, I guess, a friend of a friend. That's for the people that we're looking for. She knows where they're at. So we will follow her, which will take a lot of the guesswork out of finding them, because my my GPS, like I said, I have the coordinates, so I know about where they are, but not so the road network, it doesn't really show, the satellite imagery doesn't match up with the pin, and it's just kind of, there's a couple of different ways you can get there, so we're going to get her to show us where they're at. Crossing a cattle guard here. Sure, I'm assuming this is probably like some kind of like a oil field. Yeah, there's tanks and stuff here. It's probably like an oil field kind of type thing out here. So my GPS coordinates show they are right. I mean, I can see the car through the trees there. My GPS said they were like right there, which is spot on. That's exactly where they were. And I was thinking, because there was that dirt road there that showed that you get close to them, but wasn't exactly like where the pin was. Here, there's not really it doesn't really show a trail getting there, but I don't know. I guess there's like a trail that somebody's made that gets there. I don't know. So it's kind of a weird. Yes, it is an oil field. There's part of the story that I haven't gotten yet is the how or the why they were back here in a Toyota Corolla, but I guess we'll try to figure that out. See a little dirt road right here. Maybe that's part of it. Yeah, looks like we're turning down this dirt road. Definitely could have gotten a wrecker kind of back here. I see people sitting out on the road there now. Guessing these are our people. Probably going to try to walk in here and see exactly what we got.
Here. And
Yeah.
it's like a Toyota Corolla.
That's why I sent the
so
pictures they sent me. It was a Toyota Corolla.
something like that. And if it wouldn't have just rained for the last 2 days,
Right,
they
yeah.
probably would have been able to back up and get out.
Right. Well, that's the pictures they sent me. It was like kind of like
And
just a little trail and just one little patch of mud they
Yeah.
got stuck in.
for
So,
whatever reason, Google Maps says that this is a through road.
and it's
and
not.
like,
Right.
safe, and they
Yeah. That sucks. They said they were here for like over 8 hours or something like that.
It's like 3 or 4 this morning.
God.
The guy's name's Chris.
Cool.
But I was thinking earlier, I was like, if anyone's gonna get back here, it's gonna be a Jeep.
Well, that's what I said. I told him I can 100% make it. How's it going, Dustin?
Pleasure to meet you. Sorry,
You're all good. That's it. Sounds like y'all have had quite the adventure
It's dry up until this point.
to this point. Yeah. That's my Jeep will make it here, no problem.
you got some good ones. So
Yeah, well, that's why whenever I wasn't sure how muddy it was, so
no, it wasn't fucking brambles.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Be nice and easy.
Yeah, as you can tell, the left side is
Down a little bit more. Yeah.
it's weird that it was on the left side.
Yeah. It caught more of the rut. Let me see what we got to hook onto down here.
I know it's in the front. I know there's a J in the front, but
Yeah.
helpful.
There's a solid
Hook or something
there's a solid axle that kind of goes between. So I'll probably just reach back there with one of my little J hooks and we'll grab that. So let me back in real quick and we'll get you pulled back. All right, you can leave it in park until now. I'll get you to kind of get it and steer it. So you can just leave it how it is for the moment.
I grew up in the country, so
Yeah,
when I had my truck, I pulled a lot of people out, but the truck that I have now wouldn't get back.
wouldn't make it. Yeah.
And my car definitely ain't getting back.
Nope, definitely don't need to leave it. Right.
Well, they've had like 4 people show up, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this."
See, that's crazy because like I have 2 wreckers and one of them's a full wheel-drive wrecker and one of them's not. But even any of my trucks, I could get right here and I have over 100 foot of winch cable. So
See, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, if someone just had a really good winch.
yeah, I mean, I have quite a bit of winch cable on the Jeep, but this I can live.
Badass, it could go anywhere.
Yeah, no, that's why I built it.
Cool.
It's
I
made
need a
for-
flatbed Jeep.
Yeah, well, that's what I've always wanted to build something like that. I've had a whole bunch of Jeeps over the years.
My favorite, I had a '94 Cherokee.
94.
Yeah, the inline 6, you couldn't kill it. Every
Yep.
time it would get like a little, it would kind of start stalling out. It's
Mhm.
to put oil in it.
Right.
4 quarts of oil and a quart of transmission fluid. It's made it from Louisiana to Texas many times.
Heck yeah.
The whole floorboard was all rusted out. One time I hit a pothole so hard in Houston, it turned the AC on that hadn't worked in years.
Well, hey.
It worked.
Yeah. No, my first Jeep was a '97 Cherokee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
same one.
I've had I've had several Cherokees, Grand Cherokees. I've had 2 of the Gladiators, all the Wranglers.
I almost got a Gladiator, but I have kids and they wouldn't fit in the back seat. Now, but I say that now and I have a Mustang,
Right? Yeah.
but the Mustang, she's just cute.
No, I have a Mustang too. I have a big single turbo Coyote Mustang that's
hell yeah.
actually about the same color. It's that kind of that maroonish red kind of color. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right, let me get pulled in there real quick. Okay. So we're going to make our way in. And I'm gonna make a kind of a turn to get backed in there. There's a, see where it looks like people can turn it around right here. Go ahead. Throw her in 4-wheel drive. Like they were saying, if it wasn't for all the rain we just had, it wouldn't have been bad. Get back up on the road here. Okay. Let's me. I think I checked in on Towbook. Okay. Get out my Yankum Ropes Gear. My J-hook. Soft shackles. And my pathetic rope. Yeah, you look up tow truck Dustin on YouTube. I just hit 127,000 subscribers.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations. That's difficult. I tried
It was a feat, I'll tell you. Let's see. How far? It's gonna be. One that sucks about these, they're so far back up in there. It's on the ground. What's that?
Won't be too much of a problem there.
No, I can get it. It's just gonna be a matter of the best way of getting there. I really wish there was better ground in front of you. So I'd almost say we could get you pulled forward easier, because I could get to one of the arms. Bumpers on the ground. Let me try to. I really need to get a tarp or something to lay down on, put in this thing. Get my keys. Yeah.
You think this would do?
Yeah, that would help. Don't keep out much water, but it'll keep me keep the mud off me.
Yeah. Go figure this for me.
Yeah. Let me get on this other side. It's a little bit higher over here. Let me see if I can reach, because it's on the front side of the axle. No. That'll. Yeah. I think I can make that work. Let me get my rope. Get it. Because then I can just run it under. I can hook it. There's not. I can't even go to a wheel on this one. Ow, that's the exhaust. I may not be able to get there from here. It's gonna be. Might have to go forward with it to start. It's just gonna be kind of a pain to get it up. No, I can always drive around you. Let me get pulled around here, and I'll just pull you forward real quick. You can turn the wheels, I guess, all the way to the passenger side. That way I can get to one of the control arms there. hate the little solid type axles that they have on these little cars. Makes it more difficult than it needs to be to get. So I'm gonna just kind of turn. There's a bush there behind me. So my goal here is get in front of him, pull him forward, to where I can get to the back end of it. It's gonna be, even then, it's gonna be a pain to get my rope onto him, I fear. Okay. Oh, arm is sitting on the mud. I don't know how y'all can see. It is completely high-centered in the front. Hey, try turning all the way that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's all. It's all high. It's high centered here too.
I got a jack I can work out if I figure out.
If you have a jack, I don't have my jack with me. If we could get it up some, that would definitely help.
Not the best jack, but
Hey, I mean, it's like one of the scissor jacks, or
it's the one they give.
one. I don't know if we may not even. It probably wouldn't even fit underneath it right now. Dang it. Might just have to pull one of the. I'm thinking I'll probably just end up having to take one of your hubcaps off and go through a wheel. That's the only other option we got right now. Let me let's try that. Let's get this hubcap off of here, and then I'll get a soft shackle through it, and then luckily these just snap on and off. I'm gonna set your hubcap right here for a second. Yeah, it's off. They literally clip on and off.
Oh.
It's super easy.
I was about to break up the price.
No, it's they pop on and off pretty easy. It's about the only other option we got here.
At this point, just about anything.
It's just go through. So y'all got stuck like 3, 4 in the morning, something like that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like a heck of it. About somewhat 8, 9 hours. Maybe.
Yeah. That is wild. Okay, let me get turned back around here. And get There's just no clearance on this little car. I gotta get more on this side. Okay. Let me grab my work phone. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
go ahead, throw her in neutral.
It's in neutral.
Because I have only one side wheel hooked,
Yeah.
it's gonna kind of make you crab walk behind me. You're not gonna be following straight. So I need you to you're probably gonna have to turn driver a little bit to kind of counteract it, because it's gonna want to kick your rear end this way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to favor that side of the road. So just think about, you're gonna have to counter steer it a little bit.
Yeah.
And my goal is just kind of get you back towards them rocks over there.
Yes.
So just focus on your steering and kind of just follow along behind me,
Yes, sir.
So, all right, we'll get you out of here. There he comes. See how it's making him crab walk like that? I think he can. Yeah, he's kind of rolling on his own there. All right, you're pretty much on hard ground. Try backing up a little bit to see if you can move under your own power. If not, I can pull you back a little bit further, but
Yeah, I got you.
see if it'll at least move a little bit.
Got you. Let me try it.
Keep coming. All right, you're moving on your own. Let me get unhooked from you and we'll get you up on the road here. Yeah. Okay. He's free. Okay. All right, you're free now if you want to try to get backed up on the rocks here.
How much was that?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, you will.
Hell yeah. I know. I want a Jeep now, man.
No.
Right? I've had a whole bunch of them. I don't see myself ever.
Yeah, give me some. Yeah, it's good.
I don't see myself ever not having one.
I had one, but I was working down in Baytown, and
Uh-huh.
a lady ran a red light or a stop sign, and I hit her.
Oh no.
But you know what? You would have never known it was totaled. It cracked my brain.
Yeah, no, that's what's said on some of those.
I was gonna flip. I never flipped.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least you did. At least it didn't flip. That's. Somebody on that side of the road honking. I'm guessing that's the other side of the road that's dead ends right there. That the GPS thinks is there.
I think they're like, you're on our property.
Right.
GPS told us to go this way.
Hard to believe that. No gates. I'm talking. You've been here for how long now, and now all of it's you can't say that nobody's known.
We got stuck.
Yeah, it was my mistake. GPS.
Your Google Maps. We got stuck. To go to my house back here.
There you go.
He doesn't. He was Ubering back here and he got stuck. And we called the cops and they sent us a tow truck.
So everybody's just, you know, she doesn't know what the situation is, you know, to her, you know, she knows it's.
I'm sure people come back here.
Oh, I'm sure there's people that. Right. I'm sure it's not the first time she's found somebody back here. So it ain't no big deal.
Amazon's got stuck back here.
I do not doubt that. I've pulled some Amazon vans out of some really weird places.
I had one get stuck in my actual yard.
Mm-hmm. I've pulled them.
Hey, I have a driveway. Did you back?
Yep. I've seen it before. All right, you're good. I just texted a receipts to that number that y'all called from earlier. If you want to go ahead and back up here, I'll spot you. Make sure you get back up on the road. That way we can get out of here before lady. What?
It's Houston after. Well, not Houston.
Close enough. Close enough. Houston's slowly moving south, so.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah. Keep coming. Keep coming. We good. Perfect. Yep, you should be good to go from there. You want to ride out? Then you ain't gotta.
But I need some business.
Oh yes, that's right. That's great.
Just in case, like I said, anyone ever gets stuck
Right.
here.
There's your couple of them. So. Perfect.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming out, man.
Yes.
Never know.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'll definitely pass them out.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, I can put her back into two-wheel drive now. Because we're back up on hard ground. Make sure he's staying on the trail. He's doing good. They're making their way out of here. Ending a, it's like 8 or 9 hour journey. So they've been stuck there for the better part of 8 or 9 hours, which is absolutely crazy because they were in contact with their roadside assistance companies and the police and everybody else, and they were Ubering. So I don't know if the person was in the passenger seat was supposed to be the Uber passenger and she's been stuck here for that long or what, but yeah, that was a really bad 8-9 hours, however long they were there. So, but we got him out. We were able to get him out. I don't really generally like dragging people like on trails like that down by the wheel like that, because it makes them crab walk. And it's just kind of, it takes a lot to sit there and have to think about which way you got to turn, and then it's just dragging them through stuff, and just, I try to make it as easy as possible. I like to hook under it to where they go straight. It just makes everything so much easier. But unfortunately on this one, with how muddy it is, how far the axle is up underneath there, that little cross member is up underneath there, and it does not make it easy to get under it, and it's literally high centered on everything. So unfortunately, it's kind of one of the ones where we had to grab it by the wheel and do it that way. But we got it done. No damage added. Got them out really quick, so we're good to go. So we are going to call this one good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all would, subscribe, like, and share. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.